I'm Teresa or Tess McCarty-Oster, and I have worked with Barbara Olson for approximately 10 years. The capacity has been either as a consult, and now I'm the Director of Sensory Therapy and the Occupational Therapist here.
My name is Kelly Peterson. I've worked at the Barbara Olson Center of Hope for just over 10 years. I started here right out of college, working with a group of students transitioning to a work setting, and I've also eventually became a supervisor over several different areas, and now I help oversee the whole building.
My name is Sue Roll. I work with intake here at Barbara Olson Center of Hope.
I'm Carm Herman, Executive Director of Barbara Olson Center of Hope. I've been at the center over 20 years, and we are very fortunate to have such great staff who have been with the center for a very long time. One of those staff is Becky McClone.
I have been at the Barbara Olson Center of Hope for 34 years, just celebrating my anniversary, October 9th, last month. I've always wanted to be involved in social services of some kind. On my birthday in August of 1979, I had the day off at the job I had, went in, volunteered to spend the day at the Barbara Olson Center of Hope, and instantly fell in love.
Becky and I have worked together for 14 years. I've known her approximately 16 years. I'm very close with her family members. I've worked with her sister Cindy, her daughter Heidi, and then also her son-in-law Scott. I formed a very close relationship also with her other daughter Holly.
The earliest memory I have is probably at about age 5 or 6, and there was the Center of Hope's annual banquets or dances, and I just remember my sister Heidi and I would go to those dances. And so from a very early age, I think it was quite an impact to see my mom have such love for developmentally disabled individuals, and very early she taught that in my sister and I, and ingrained that in us.
Well, my family are basically people persons. I know that my children, the experiences that they shared with me from a very early age on, helped make the decision for my oldest daughter to work in the field. And I know it has made both of them better people and increased their awareness of people with special needs and disabilities.
My older sister worked for the Center of Hope for about 7 years. And then my husband also worked for the Center of Hope for several years. And so it was, in fact, my mother introduced me to him. We've been married for 12 years now. So we have 2 little girls, Abby and Sarah.
I don't think I've ever met a staff here that is more dedicated to their job than Becky is. Throughout any struggles that she's had, it was more important to her to be at the job than anywhere else. That gives a kind of work ethic that you don't see anymore. It's the kind of older work ethic that we used to hear about. Becky has that work ethic, and she's a positive example for all staff, including myself. It makes you realize, yes, we're all here for a reason, but somebody who works like Becky works and has the work ethic she has is inspiring. It's inspiring to me as a director, it's inspiring to her coworkers, and it's inspiring to her families, because she's always there to help them. Whether it's part of her job or not, Becky is there to help them.
So one of the things that I find remarkable about Becky is how reliable she is. You can count on her. If she says she's doing something, it will be done. And she's always there. She's always available to us, which is amazing to me after 34 years that she still has that same work ethic. She is even that reliable when she's not here, working from home. She's still available to us at any time we need her. I know if I need to find something and I can't figure out where it would be, Becky will know.
I love my agency. I love what I do. I love our participants and staff. And that keeps me motivated and keeps me going. And it will until I can't go anymore.
Becky is a great person to work with. She just has such a great sense of humor. She can always make us laugh, and in tough or stressful times can really bring a smile on our faces. She also is such a great storyteller. She'll reminisce about the years she's worked here and, different things that have happened or how, things have changed, or just even in her own life telling stories about things that makes you feel like you were there and you were part of the story. And she's just so fun to tease and kind of get going because she'll get upset. And she started giving me strikes for every time that I teased her, if I said something to get her going. If I got so many, then she, said something was going to happen, even though nothing ever did. The Center of Hope isn't what it is without Becky here. We're all a family, and she's an integral part of that.
Yeah, I talk to her every day, pretty much. And it'll be that. I mean, it was hard, and I found out when she actually told me that she wasn't coming back full time. I mean, I cried, and it was hard.
I think it's going to be a very difficult day for us when Becky retires. She's been a part of the center since I've been here and has supported me with all the changes that the center has gone through in the last 20 years. I had a vision, and Becky automatically bought into that vision. She used to joke with me and said, if you're not on the bus, Carm's vision, you're going to get run over. And that was our little joke. But she truly supported what I wanted to do, and that's helped us become the quality program that we are today. Becky's truly one of the reasons why we are where we're at. And having her retire is going to be very difficult, and it's going to be very difficult to fill her shoes.
I was a proponent of her retiring about 5 years ago, and I would say that maybe 3 years ago I was, just really wanting her to just focus on her health. And, when you're doing that, it really does mean you have a sense of purpose as part of her health. And it really did happen in a matter of one day. We had a week where she was just in a funk, and, understandably so, going through so much. She's been suffering quite a bit. And I watched her on a phone call, and I watched her really light up when she was, I think it was something to do with the survey, I'm sure, and she just stepped right in and handled the situation, did it professionally, had everything in order, had such a structure about it. And she was just a different person. That mom I know that, wasn't in the funk came out. And, I kind of took a second look at that and thought, what, this serves her health too. It, gives her that sense of passion and purpose in her life. And I think that's the deal with anything we're doing in life. I help people who are retired, and I see sometimes people retire and, they lose that purpose sometimes. But the ones that they get engaged in something where they're helping somebody out makes a big deal. So from that angle, I think I am now a proponent of her continuing in whatever capacity. We have to learn capacity, but whatever capacity that means, she needs to give herself to the Center of Hope, because she knows it and she's passionate about that agency, and it's a big part of her life. So it's a big part of mine then. I guess I'll say one more thing, is that I'm just incredibly proud of my mom. I'm incredibly proud of her, and she's taught me so much in my life about passion and compassion for others. A sense of empathy, I know, comes from my mom, and I know that that's a rippled effect. Like I said, that's through her children, through her grandchildren. We're going to be loyal, and we're going to be giving to other people because she taught us that. So that'd be a good thing to end things with, I think.